Divine ones, beautiful beings, how are you on this gorgeous day or night, depending on where it is, where you are in the world? I hope you all are doing well. I know I haven't been on here all week. I usually come on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but I've been pretty busy trying to put some stuff together that I need to put together, and then, keep myself grounded and level-headed. And, it's been a rough week, but I'm getting through it. As you can see, I'm still here. I'm still waking up every day, doing the very best that I can with what I have and the energy that I have. So I'm making it. I hope that you all are doing well, and if not, you are taking the steps, or you have the energy or the courage or the strength to take the steps every day to get to a much better place. I apologize. I'm kind of like on a store run, so it's going to be kind of busy behind me with people walking and cars moving and whatnot, but it's quiet in the car, so you guys should hear me very well. I would say in the last couple of weeks, the energy that I've been feeling has been very heavy, with just people being tired, stressed, getting to their breaking points. Even suicide has been coming up. I've seen the angelic number 988, but 988 also is a number that you can dial if you are experiencing suicidal thoughts or you are contemplating suicide. 988, I think it is a hotline, which actually led me to something. I got a notification on my phone for suicide prevention this morning. So it's really, really heavy in the collective. And I've been feeling that energy heavy. I've actually been feeling that energy heavily for probably the last 3 to 4 months. So I said, well, okay, maybe I need to talk about that. For someone who has once considered suicide and attempted suicide on one occasion, it is no joke. When life gets so heavy to a point where you don't want to be here anymore, it is really tough. And so it is a very tough spot to get yourself out of. And if attempted and it doesn't go through, it definitely is a sign that, okay, you're still needed. And when I saw the 988 on a sign today, when I was out getting something to eat, it said, you matter. You matter. And you all do. I know that I matter, but you all matter. So for those of you that are experiencing suicidal thoughts or you're contemplating suicide, just know from one individual who has once been in your situation, if you are presently there, I want to tell you that you do matter. Your existence is so needed and necessary, because you would not have been brought into this realm if your existence was not needed, if you did not have a purpose. I get it. I mean, you may be tired. You may want to, give up on that purpose, whatever it may be, especially if you don't yet know what it is. I understand. I truly understand. But if I could at least reach, someone today, even just one person that is contemplating suicide, or it's just been in their mind heavily, it's just the enemy trying to get you to self-sabotage. That's all. That's what this tactic is. Suicide is all a tactic that it is just used to get you to self-sabotage, to take yourself out, because the enemies know your purpose. I mean, they know shit before we know shit about our own selves. They've been given the information, unfortunately, and they become privy to it before we do, before we wake up to it. So they're like, yeah, we got to get him out of here, or we got to get her out of here. And it's like, I just want you all to know that, you're needed. And if you can fight, if you can continue to tell yourself, that you're going to make it, and you're not going to allow the enemy to take over and to cause you to self-sabotage. If you could just do that for yourself, if you could find the courage to do that for yourself, and I am I'm backing you all 1000% behind you. That's why I'm creating this video. I hope that it reaches whoever needs it. I don't even know if you can say the word suicide on YouTube. I heard there's so many things you can't say on here. I don't have time for that. I just really don't. If it's a video that doesn't end up getting out because I said the word suicide, you know, it's really sad. But I felt called to talk about it because it's been heavy in my energy for the last couple of months. I would say, like I said, a good 4 months. Y'all, just keep fighting. Just keep fighting. Turn those negative thoughts into positive thoughts. Whatever it is about your life that you know that you don't like and you know that you cannot take anymore, take the steps to change it. Find the courage and the strength to change it, because nothing is inevitable when it comes to changing our lives. The only thing that is inevitable is death. You know, we can't skip that appointment. That is not one appointment we can skip or avoid. But, you know, the choices that we make and the way that our life is carrying on and the way that we are going about leading our lives, all of these things can be changed. We can change these things. We are that powerful to where we can change something that we do not like. So, for those of you that are in this energy, my heart goes out to you. I send you all so much love, so much light, so much healing, so much peace, because obtaining that peace is so necessary in getting your mind to a place where you can have calm, to where you can get to a place where you can recalibrate and rewire your thinking and your thoughts to where you're not considering doing the unthinkable. But that is really all that I wanted to say today. I know that this is a very short message and I haven't seen you guys for a while. I've just been working on some things, working on myself, of course. You know, I am working on my healing journey too. So it's been a rough week for me in regard to healing, but here I am. I'm getting through it. You know, I have not croaked over yet from everything heavy that I've been feeling, because it has been heavy on top of everything that I've been doing, and I had to you know, revamp some things with my book because I had been reading it, my author print copy, and you know, with some things I noticed that I wanted to change. And then in doing that, I thought it was just going to be a one-night thing. I was going to go in the house real quick and update what I wanted to update. No, it ended up turning into a week-long thing. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I had to redo my cover and everything. So, you know, I finally got that done. So, for those that are interested in reading about what my book is about, it's just basically about my spiritual journey. And for someone who has been under heavy spiritual warfare attack, but still here, still, you know, walking through the trenches and but making the changes and the steps to get to where I really want to be in my life, so that I am not stuck in this hell. But I'm going to end it here, guys. The link for my book is in my bio for those that are interested. But my heart goes out to those of you that are really fighting intense warfare, as I have and still am, I would say. But, you know, as I've said in my own book, my own words, you know, losing the war is not an option. Losing the war is not an option, at least not for me. So I'm hoping that it won't be for you all as well. But I send you all so much love, so much peace, and so much grace. Okay, guys, you all have a great weekend. I am hoping to see you all Monday. We'll see how things go. Okay, you have a beautiful rest of your day, beautiful rest of your night. You guys take care. Okay, all right, till next time.